In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 9, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bulls versus Los Angeles Clippers. On Saturday afternoon, the Chicago Bulls are set to face off against the Los Angeles Clippers in an inter-conference showdown. This game holds particular significance as the Bulls aim to build on their recent road victory against the Warriors, while the Clippers secured a solid win on the road against the Rockets. Notably, Los Angeles dominated their matchups last season, boasting a 2-0 record against the Bulls. The Chicago Bulls have demonstrated impressive form, securing victories in 4 of their last 5 games. Their latest triumph involved a hard-fought 125-122 road win against the Warriors. Leading the charge, DeMar DeRozan notched 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Nikola Vucevic contributed significantly with 33 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists, while Kobe White added 20 points and 7 assists. Despite a shaky start and surrendering an early 12-point lead, the Bulls exhibited resilience, closing the final 26 seconds on a 7-3 run to clinch the gritty road win. Conversely, the Los Angeles Clippers have maintained a decent performance, winning 3 of their last 4 games. In their recent contest, they secured a 122-116 road win against the Rockets. Kawhi Leonard led the team with 28 points and 7 assists, supported by Paul George and James Harden, who each contributed 21 points. Terrence Mann chipped in with 15 points. The Clippers overcame a challenging start, scoring only 19 points in the first quarter and trailing by as much as 20 points. However, they rallied in the second half, amassing 78 points to achieve an impressive comeback road win. Despite their recent successes, the Bulls face challenges with key players Patrick Williams and Zach LaVine still sidelined. On the Clippers side, the availability of star players Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and James Harden remains uncertain, with all 3 listed as questionable. The Chicago Bulls exhibit outstanding basketball prowess, boasting a 3-game winning streak and triumphing in 4 of their last 5 games. In contrast, the Los Angeles Clippers have experienced inconsistency, posting a 5-5 record in their last 10 games and winning only 2 of their last 5 home games. Moreover, defensively, both teams are comparable, with the Bulls conceding 115 points per 100 possessions compared to the Clippers' 114.5 points per 100. Offensively, the Clippers have struggled in their last 5 games, averaging only 114 points. The Bulls, with a 4-1 record in their last 5 games, are expected to keep the upcoming game competitive, especially considering their 18-14 record against the spread on the road this season and an impressive 8-2 against the spread record in their last 10 road games. While the Los Angeles Clippers have the capability to secure a comfortable victory, their recent inconsistency, failing to cover in 7 of their last 10 games, raises uncertainties. Additionally, the Bulls' commendable performance this week and their near .500 record demand acknowledgement. The early start time for a West Coast team adds an additional variable, and the availability of key players like Harden, Leonard, and PG-13 remains a crucial factor, urging caution before making any definitive predictions. This game warrants close attention to the lineups before tip-off, especially considering the potential depletion of the Clippers roster. The Bulls enter the matchup fresh from one of their best wins of the season, and their recent form demands respect. Given their impressive recent performance, the Chicago Bulls to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Offensively, Chicago is in a groove, averaging 117 points in their last 5 games, surpassing their season average by 5 points. However, defensively, they have struggled in their last 5 home games, conceding an average of 116 points. Notably, Chicago faces challenges in defending the 3, ranking 16th in 3-point defense, which is crucial as the Clippers excel from beyond the arc, shooting 38.9%, second best in the NBA. Despite scoring more points recently, the Bulls have also also given up higher point totals, with 117 and 122 points in their last 2 games. The over has hit in 10 of the Bulls' last 15 games. Comparing the offensive and defensive averages of both teams in their last 3 games this season and home away, a projected score of 226 emerges. Considering the average pace of 100.3 possessions between the two teams, the projected score remains high at 227. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Brooklyn Nets versus Charlotte Hornets. On the upcoming Saturday matchup, the Brooklyn Nets, currently standing at 25-38 and holding the 11th position in the Eastern Conference, are set to take on the Charlotte Hornets in North Carolina. The Hornets, positioned at 15-47 and 13th in the Eastern Conference, come into this game after a challenging series of losses, including a recent defeat against the Orlando Magic with a score of 101-89. Brooklyn, on the other hand, faced a setback in their previous game against the Detroit Pistons, losing with a score of 118-112. Having lost 2 of their last 3 games, the Nets are trailing 3.5 games behind the 10th position in the Eastern Conference, with only the top 10 teams securing a spot in the postseason. Looking at the recent performance of the Brooklyn Nets, despite winning 4 of their last 7 games, they experienced a setback in their most recent outing against the Detroit Pistons. Falling just short in a 118-112 road loss, the Nets saw Dennis Schroeder leading the charge with 31 points and 8 assists. Lonnie Walker contributed 21 points off the bench, while Nicholas Claxton added 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Despite shooting 48% from the field and connecting on 17 of 41 three-point attempts, the Nets struggled to maintain control, allowing the Pistons to score 64 points in the second half, resulting in an unfavorable outcome. Meanwhile, the Charlotte Hornets have been struggling with a significant downturn, losing 7 of their last 8 games. In their recent encounter against the Washington Wizards, the Hornets suffered a 112-100 road loss. Miles Bridges led the team with an impressive performance, contributing 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. Brandon Miller added 21 points, and Nick Richards chipped in with 10 points and 13 rebounds. Despite dominating the third quarter to take a 10-point lead, the Hornets faced a crushing defeat in the fourth quarter, conceding 44 points to the Wizards and experiencing one of their worst defeats of the season. Both teams are grappling with injuries, with the Nets still missing Cameron Johnson and Ben Simmons, while the Hornets will be without Tree Man due to a groin injury. This matchup features both teams dealing with significant absences, turning their locker rooms into makeshift infirmaries. With several key players sidelined, the physical toll of back-to-back games may impact the performance of both teams. Brooklyn, however, has managed to cover the spread in 4 of its last 6 games, providing them with a statistical edge. Despite the disappointment of their recent loss to the Detroit Pistons, the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. The Hornets, dealing with key injuries and playing on a back-to-back, face challenges on both ends of the court, with their offensive struggles and defensive concerns. As both teams encounter difficulties in scoring, the under seems to be a viable option. Despite their defensive vulnerabilities, both the Nets and the Hornets have demonstrated a propensity to go through scoring droughts. Brooklyn has a 33-29-1 record hitting the under this season, while Charlotte boasts a similar record of 33-29. The slow pace of play for both teams, with the Nets ranking 25th and the Hornets 21st in pace, may further contribute to a lower scoring affair. The total has finished under in 11 of Brooklyn's last 15 games and in all 5 of their last 6 road games. Similarly, 9 of Charlotte's last 10 games have seen the total finishing under. In terms of offensive efficiency, Brooklyn ranks 22nd with a rating of 111.4, while Charlotte is 28th with a rating of 107. Both teams are missing their leading scorers, adding to the challenges on the offensive end. Considering these factors, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Dallas Mavericks versus Detroit Pistons. The upcoming basketball clash at Little Caesars Arena will see the Detroit Pistons hosting the Dallas Mavericks, setting the stage for a compelling matchup between two teams with distinct ambitions. Occupying the 8th spot in the Western Conference standings, the Mavericks are in the midst of a playoff battle, striving to improve their position. On the other hand, Detroit, grappling with a challenging start to the season, now seeks to play the spoiler and offer a glimpse into their potential for the upcoming year. Despite Dallas securing victory victories in 6 of the last 7 encounters. This game presents an intriguing prospect for fans, given the relatively lighter schedule on Saturday. The Dallas Mavericks, amid a recent slump with 5 losses in their last 7 games, found a glimmer of relief by ending a 3-game skid with a 114-108 triumph over the Heat. Luka Doncic spearheaded the victory with an impressive triple-double, contributing 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. Kyrie Irving and Dante Exum provided valuable support, helping the Mavericks overcome a 15-point deficit. Although the team shot 46% from the field and 16 of 41 from beyond the arc, the victory marked a crucial turnaround. Tim Hardaway Jr. struggled, shooting 3 of 11, while Daniel Gafford injected energy with 12 points on perfect shooting. Despite recent challenges, the win serves as a potential momentum shift for the Mavericks. Conversely, the Detroit Pistons have encountered a tough stretch, losing 9 of their last 11 games. However, a glimmer of hope emerged as they halted a 3-game skid with a 118-112 victory over the Nets. Jaden Ivey showcased sharpshooting with 6 3-pointers, leading the team with 34 points. Jalen Duren added 32 points and 11 assists, while Ausar Thompson chipped in with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Pistons, shooting 52% from the field and 12 of 30 from beyond the arc, overcame defensive lapses in the second quarter to secure an unlikely home win. With a 5-25 record at home this season, the victory provides a boost as Detroit aims to showcase resilience. In terms of player availability, the Mavericks face challenges with Derek Lively listed as out and Luka Doncic listed as questionable. Similarly, the Pistons are without Quentin Grimes. While Detroit faces an uphill battle in securing a victory, their depth remains a potential asset. Despite the Mavericks' 3-point prowess, Detroit's formidable perimeter defense may neutralize this advantage. Although playing at home might offer limited advantage, the Pistons possess offensive capabilities and scoring depth to contend. While defensive concerns persist, their ability to generate points, especially in the paint, may keep them competitive in the matchup. The Dallas Mavericks boast a potent offense capable of dominating, but recent inconsistencies and defensive vulnerabilities raise questions. The Detroit Pistons, despite a modest win-loss record, consistently display tenacity and have covered the spread in 32 of 62 games. The potential for a closely contested game is heightened by the Mavericks' struggles to string together defensive stops. Detroit's trend of covering the spread in previous meetings and recent games suggests a favorable outcome for them. Therefore, the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick, as Dallas and Detroit rank 9th and 10th in pace, respectively. Heading into this inter-conference clash, the matchup promises an engaging tempo. Cade Cunningham, recording his 12th double-double of the season, continues to be a standout performer. Despite limited success in terms of wins, Detroit remains committed to developing their core players, ensuring a competitive edge. While defense appears optional for both teams at times, particularly in areas beyond the perimeter for Detroit, the Mavericks' ability to ignite quickly may pose challenges. With several double-figure scorers, Detroit is well equipped to generate quality shots on offense. The over has been a recurring outcome in previous meetings, and recent trends indicate another high-scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.